Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Happy Friday.
It is Friday.
It is Friday, and
so
we're here
excited.
with ThinkGeek This Week. I'm Jeff. This is not Bianca.
I'm Bianca. Can't you tell?
It's Aaron.
It's Aaron.
It's Aaron.
Normally I'm behind the camera, but after last week, when we did Think Sneak this week, when Jeff so rudely interrupted our box fort broadcast.
That was evil, Jeff. That wasn't me. I would never do that.
Yeah, it was the Jeff that we forgot to feed or did feed after midnight. Unclear which one is worse.
Yeah, I heard that some of you got a little bit of a scare at home.
Yeah,
my apologies for the jump scare. In my secret life, I am actually a horror movie director.
Oh.
I'm just practicing.
Yeah?
No.
I don't think the director is the one who jump scares.
I mean, sometimes like.
Yes, okay, and you're very scared. Yeah, that's not his job.
I mean, I guess
it's what the director
Look, the director
does.
makes the job. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, after that, we had to fire Bianca, and she's gone forever.
Yep, that's what happened.
And so now I live here.
Also, I think she is also very sick. So
she is actually
we do send our best wishes to Bianca to get well soon, and also to keep her germs far away from this office.
Please don't bring them to us.
She is not this week. This is going to be our sort of end of the year wrap up show.
Yeah.
It is holiday season here. We have finished all of our shipping cutoffs this year. So we appreciate all of you who have ordered from us, and we're gonna, we have some great sales going on right now. Of course, if you live near a ThinkGeek store, there is still time to shop for great ThinkGeek stuff. You can just go to that store. There's a store locator on our site. If you want to check that out, just scroll down to the bottom. It says store locations.
Yeah, or just type thinkgeek.com/locations. Also easy.
You can also do that. That does work.
It requires more key presses, I guess.
It probably does. But so you can always do that. But we're going to be most of us off for next week, so we're going to be laying low.
Yeah. Trying
to get ready for 2018, and that means that this is our special Slurp of the Year episode.
Slurp of the Year! Play it, Andrew!
Boom.
It still says Slurp of the Week because I forgot to request a graphics change.
Sometimes that happens in the heat of the moment.
Yeah, also we decided to do this like yesterday when we were like, oh no, nobody's in the office next week. And then Bianca said, I'll be in the office, I'll just do a one-woman show. And then we said,
we should definitely do a Slurp of the Year this year.
We said, we're going to do it instead of you.
So, as you can see, my script it's like a script for ants because it's on note cards. So we're going to talk about some of our favorite things this year. We're going to look at the comments. We're going to talk about some of your favorite things. Let's just have a good old-fashioned holiday conversation about what was the best stuff of the year, and we'll just argue with each other. It'll be great.
Yeah. Has anyone said anything? I'm
Let's
trying
see.
to check my phone.
Let's take a look at the comments and everything and see what's going on, and I'll make sure I don't have sound on here.
He always does.
I do usually have sound. I'm not great at that. Hello, Alex. Hello, Larissa. Hello, Patrick.
Get well, Bianca, says Alex. Good.
Absolutely. We bring one here to Los Angeles. We would like to bring a ThinkGeek store to every city, town, and village in America, then North America, then the world.
Yes.
I mean, that is the plan. You guys have seen Pinky and the Brain, right?
Yeah.
Every one of you. So we're going to do the same thing we do every night. We're going to just take over the world.
We're going to try.
No, we're going to do it.
Forget our mission statement. Forget anything we say anywhere publicly. You guys are now in the know. ThinkGeek's end goal is total world domination.
Yeah.
We're working on it.
World domination through amazing loot. I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's it.
Okay. So, this is all of our best slurps of the year, which is to say that we're just going to talk about the stuff that we love.
Just everything we like and love.
And you can, because this is how the internet works, right? Like, you can tell us why we're wrong.
Yes. No, listen, it doesn't have to I'm trying to, in 2018, make it 20 great teen, make everything better.
No.
Make everything better, and I'm just, let's try and make the internet a better place.
Aaron, how long have you been sitting on that one? I haven't heard that one come out yet.
Have I not told you?
No.
I've decided it's 20 great teen, like just now, immediately.
Man.
We're going to make the internet better. So instead of telling us why we're wrong, which we might be according to you, I want to hear what you think is right. I'm more interested in your positives than our negatives.
Oh, that's great, Aaron.
Is that good?
You're a relentless force of positivity.
That's my goal.
All right. So we have a list.
Sort of.
You can read it, right? That's not
Can
hard
you-
to read with me. Like,
Can you read it?
No.
No, don't. Andrew, don't zoom.
Enhance.
Enhance.
So behind the camera today we have Andrew. Andrew is actually our videographer.
Yes.
He creates a lot of the videos that you see on
There he is.
ThinkGeek.com. That's Andrew.
Right
Everybody
here.
say hi to Andrew. He's here.
Hi, Andrew.
Which direction
No,
is here?
you're
Oh,
there.
there we go.
There you go.
Perfect. That's no, he's dodging. Andrew creates a lot of the great videos that you see on our channel on YouTube and on here. So
Yeah.
everybody, high fives to Andrew.
Yeah, thumbs up, thumbs up. We all love Andrew. If I'm not behind the camera, you want him behind the camera or the computer. No one's behind the camera.
The computer.
The computer.
Um,
Andrew's holiday wish is please give us views. So.
1 million.
1 million views, please. Okay,
Perfect.
so we're gonna go through categories.
Yes.
And we'll do. How many do you want to do at a time? You want to do like 3 at a time?
Yeah, and then we'll circle
and
in.
then we'll come back and look at the comments and see what y'all have to say.
Great.
So the first category is favorite movie. This has to be a movie that not that you saw in 2017, movie that came out in 2017.
Yeah.
So Aaron, what's your favorite?
It took me a lot of time to think about this, and I'm still not sure I'm right. For me, like, I'm sure there are other things that were very good. I want to say Spider-Man Homecoming. I really loved it. I saw it, I think it came out within like 2 weeks of Wonder Woman, and I saw them like right after each other, and I liked both of them. I think Spider-Man ultimately was better just because I like grew up with Spider-Man a little bit more than Wonder Woman, so like a little nostalgia kick there.
Mm-hmm.
But also like Tom Holland is perfect. And what I like about he's perfect. This end period
Just
thought
perfect.
thought over. And I just like, again, in my theme of relentless positivity, I like a movie where the ultimate sort of takeaway is like hope and like wanting to do better. And I think Wonder Woman did the same thing in a different way, but Spider-Man for me was just more fun. So
Okay.
Spider-Man?
Cool.
Spider-Man? What's yours, Joe?
Mine is going in the exact opposite direction of all that hope. It's Blade Runner 2049.
So just no.
It's just like
bleak
destruction. Everything's
and
falling apart.
neon.
Yeah, neon is like neon and disaster basically.
Yeah.
No, I really loved Blade Runner 2049. Blade Runner, the original film, is one of my, I don't know, like I couldn't possibly pick a favorite movie of all time.
Yeah,
it's just
it's
not.
hard.
It's not how I am. So Blade Runner is way up there and my very, very most favorite films of all time. Blade Runner 2049, I felt like they could have ended Blade Runner.
Okay.
There could have been a black screen that said 30 years later,
Mhm.
and then it could just roll right on into Blade Runner 2049.
Is that how you're gonna watch it every year from now?
I mean, yeah, probably so.
Just
So
double feature.
yeah, it feels like it's just an absolute perfect extension of that world, which I love. The story is so good. It goes deeper on some of those themes. I think it's really well acted. It was just great.
Ryan Gosling, what out of 10 do you give him?
At least 12.
12 out of 10.
12 out of 10.
Good
yeah.
job.
I had seen him sort of like, I don't know, I guess I thought of him kind of as like a romantic comedies movie until
Yeah.
I saw him in Drive.
Okay. Yeah.
And then
you're
and then I was like, holy smokes.
this is a real actor.
No, but I mean, it was so different that it was just
Yeah.
kind of like, it took me out of my comfort zone with what I was expecting of him. And it was really good. And that's a weird role. Have you seen Drive?
No, I just
Oh.
pretended I did.
Oh, okay.
What are we talking? What's Drive Angry? Is that Nick Cage?
No.
What
Okay.
about the one with Keanu Reeves?
No, also no.
Was that Speed?
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
one. So he doesn't
What
talk...
about Baby Driver?
Definitely not. So he doesn't talk hardly any. His character is very, very quiet.
Okay.
And it's a really interesting performance because it's very much carried with like mannerisms and action, and I don't know, it's cool. It's good.
It's good?
It's a really well acted movie. So
2018, Aaron's gonna watch Drive. and also The Prestige, which I didn't watch this year and should have.
Oh, yeah.
Because I have never seen it, and also I'm mad about teleportation. That's a different thing.
Mm-hmm. Favorite TV show?
Okay, Jeff, you go first this time. Favorite TV show?
In keeping with my theme of not picking one thing.
Yeah, you picked 3.
I did pick 3.
I picked 3 also because you picked 3.
Oh, that's cheating.
So you say your 3?
Okay, so my 3. Game of Thrones. I've always enjoyed the Game of Thrones TV show. I'm one of those weirdos that actually has enjoyed the TV show more than the books. I know. Look, it's 20 great teen, right?
20 great teen. No, I respect your need to have your own opinion. Doesn't mean you're right.
Yeah, that's fine. So I thought Game of Thrones was great. I really like where the story is going. Wonky timelines aside, and then the one episode.
Very fast ravens.
They're nitro ravens. Whatever. I thought it was a great season, and I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to see the conclusion of the show. That was number 1. The Good Place, which it was a recommendation from Aaron, I thought was really fantastic. If you haven't seen The Good Place, what I would say is... Don't
read anything on the internet.
Learn
Don't
nothing.
look anything up on the internet.
As ignorant as you can and just start watching it.
It's on Netflix, I think, season 1.
I think it is, yeah. Here's what I would say about The Good Place.
It's very
The Good Place is a comedy movie, or TV show, not a movie. It's not a movie. Should be. Maybe it will be. It's comedy. It's got Kristen Bell. It's got
Ted Danson
in it.
And then a bunch of people who, this is their first thing that I recognize them in.
Yeah. And I think, because I'm old, I remember Cheers. But I think this is the role for Ted Danson. This is what he was born to do.
Yes.
And
not Cheers.
Here's what I would say about this show. It is way, way funnier and way smarter and way better than it has any right to be.
I just think the marketing team on that show did not know how to market it well. I said the same thing about Selfie, which sort of sounds weird, but that show got killed because they marketed it real weird, even though it had... Yeah. I think it had more depth to it than the commercials led you to believe. And the same thing with The Good Place. I slept on it for half of season 1. And then I binged season 1 and I was like, yes. Why is nobody talking about this?
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
And then number 3 is Poldark.
Which we've mentioned numerous times on
because I'm a nerd. And it's great. Yeah. I don't know. Look, I can't get enough of Ross and Demelza Poldark and
if you love Poldark.
Their eternal struggle of existing in this horrible mining town with awful people making terrible decisions. Everything is wrong in Poldark all the time, and nobody does anything right, and I just can't quit.
Jeff and I have a big argument about season 3 of Poldark and whether or not
you can't tell them what the argument is.
And whether or not Demelza did anything wrong. I'm on team Demelza did her best and tried to communicate, and Ross is the worst.
I just think everybody's the worst. It's not that I don't think Ross is the worst. It's that I also don't excuse Demelza from also being the worst.
Oh my god.
Look, there's my 3. What are yours?
Okay. Well, Good Place is also on mine. I love that show, and once I made everyone in the office watch it, it means that I could talk about it. So it's on this list again this year. Also, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I think personally it is the funniest show on television. I will watch it by myself and laugh out loud to myself because of how funny it is. Captain Holt is amazing. I was never really a big Andy Samberg fan, when it was doing his early stuff, basically until Lonely Island stuff was very good, obviously. But he plays the best person, the best character, and the way that the writers are able to maintain character growth, without resorting to cheap conflict tricks, and still managing to make the show interesting and make their mistakes and stuff, and being hilarious. Love it. Very good. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Everyone hearts Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Go watch it if you haven't seen it. And I also put The Orville on there. I know we've talked a lot about Star Trek Discovery, because that was also very good. We all love Star Trek. But I'm a big fan of comedy also. I've basically just picked 3 funny shows. But I think The Orville does a good job of balancing, again, the feeling of, hope in the universe. It's not all grimdark. There's still a reason to be out there and searching and striving and meeting new people and trying to do your best. And, again, I'm going to be bad. I'm not, a big Family Guy fan. Sorry. Everyone has their own preferences.
It's 2018. You're allowed to have opinions.
That's what it means. 2018, have your own opinion. I'm not a big Family Guy guy. Girl. So, I saw Seth MacFarlane making a space show, and I was like, it's just gonna be fart jokes. And I am pleasantly surprised. So I think that's also a sleeper hit of 2017. Want to check in? I know that was 2, but we did a lot of talking.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. We got... Scroll back up here. So we've got...
Hello, Andrew. Thank you for all your hard work.
Some favorite movies there. Some Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I got your acronyms.
Yes.
That's a long acronym. That's a long movie name. Sarah says It. Alex.
Oh yeah, did you see It?
I haven't seen it.
I didn't see It either. Mm-mm. But I really wanted to. The memes were good.
The memes were on point.
Thor was good, yeah.
Alex says never seen Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is great. I would definitely say check it out if you have if Game of Thrones sounds like it would be interesting to you, it probably will be. Like if the idea of sort of medieval fantasy,
dragons,
swords, magic and dragons,
handsome boys, handsome girls.
Yeah. Handsome dragons.
Handsome dragons. Those dragons are handsome.
They really are.
Handsome horses? There are horses.
Yeah, there are. Yeah. There's horses.
It's just a very handsome show.
If it sounds good to you, it probably will be good.
Yeah. The Good Place is really funny.
Yes. Can't wait until Stranger Things 3. I agree.
Yes.
Look, I could have easily picked like 15 television shows because I don't actually watch much television, but I really enjoyed. I only watched like a few things.
I feel like we talk about TV all the time.
But everything I've watched this year, I've really enjoyed.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
So I've either TV's just been awesome, or I've made really solid choices.
Yeah.
Patrick, Last Week Tonight, yes. John Oliver, very funny guy.
Runaways is awesome. I haven't watched Runaways or The Gifted yet. I heard Runaways was really good. Is that's the one on Hulu, right? Yeah, no, I don't remember. Runaways is a Marvel spinoff.
Oh, yes, I didn't know.
Okay, yeah.
See, I really don't watch that much television.
Children of the Villains of Marvel stuff.
Okay.
So cool. Yes, Runaways is on my list. As it turns out, you only have so many hours in a day, so I'm working on it.
Turns that out. And then a plug for Grey's Anatomy. I think that was not released in 2017, I think
there was a new season.
Is there?
I think it's still going, Jeff.
Are you serious?
I think it's like ongoing forever. Just like Supernatural will never die, Grey's Anatomy is forever.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I thought it was gone for...
No, I think it's still on. Correct us if we're wrong. I think it's still on.
Look, I've just proved what I said about not watching that much TV.
Think it's on forever.
It's all DVR and Netflix for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite video game?
Okay, easy. Horizon Zero Dawn. Easy peasy. We talked about it on
the
show.
It was easy, and the answer was Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Oh, so good! I just really like Aloy.
Yeah?
I've played games where I'm Link before. I have not played a game where I was Aloy before.
Got it. I really enjoyed exploring in Breath of the Wild. It's huge, it's beautiful, and I really enjoyed being able to take it with me on my Switch.
The Switch is the greatest invention because you get the joys of playing something like playing your own one-player game on a big screen TV, but you can also like very easily throw it in your bag and take it to your friend's house and play Overcooked, which is also I recommend. It's a great couch co-op game, so if you want to hate your friends a little bit in the same way you don't play Monopoly with anyone you appreciate, or you don't play Mario Party with anyone that you want to keep as a friend, Overcooked is one of those games. But that's the great thing about the Switch. You just throw it in a bag and take it with you.
Yeah, it's a cool system for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite ThinkGeek product?
Oh, okay. So, I know this is supposed to be of the year.
Yeah.
But I can't remember anything before Porgs existed. Hold on, let me see if I can rescue him. I got Annabelle back here, but I think you're sitting in front of her. I mean, Annabelle is my favorite ThinkGeek product, but she's more like...
Of ever?
My beautiful daughter here.
Oh, no.
My beautiful child.
Is she just going to hang out on the couch with us now?
Yeah, this is... Sorry, Annabelle's here. She's not haunted.
No,
she's just my beautiful daughter. I was supposed to give her back to someone else in the office once we used her on ThinkGeek this week, and then we just kept putting her into the show, and then I did keep her forever.
Yeah.
So yes, I can't remember anything before the Porgs. I know ThinkGeek is officially Team Space Horses. That's what Bianca made us. And I agree. Team Space Horses all the way. However... it's just so good! Look at how perfect he is! I kept pressing this Porg when he was left on my desk yesterday for the show. I kept pressing him continuously.
So the thing about a Porg that makes noise is it's very cute. until
you hear
it makes noise for something like, I don't know, half an hour without stopping, and then it's not so cute.
The thing is, I stopped pressing it, and then everyone who walked by my desk was like, "Ooh, don't mind if I do." And then Jeff came over while I'm in the middle of talking to someone, pressing him continuously, and Jeff takes him and threatens to throw him in the trash.
I was going to do a murder. Mine is for potluck. Everybody, ThinkGeek has potlucks, and they're great. We all make food, and we come in and we eat it, and we enjoy one another's company.
Yeah.
And it started with pineapples.
Yeah.
And there was a Post-it note on a pineapple. It just said for potluck. It was very apropos of nothing. Just there it was. And
we have some characters who work in the office.
And then the Post-it notes, they spread. And then there were Post-it notes on everything, like fire extinguishers and first aid kits.
And they were all for potluck.
And they all said for potluck.
On our security system panel, for potluck.
And then there were Post-it notes on other Post-it notes.
Sorry, I just did that.
That was my favorite ThinkGeek product. No, it's not. My favorite ThinkGeek product of the year is the Star Wars Series 2 Geeky Tikis.
They're very good.
Especially the Tauntaun. He is my, for sure, favorite of them all.
He's very good.
I really like tiki stuff. And I don't know. I like it.
We go to cons and Jeff tries to find a tiki bar. In any city we go to.
Yeah. And this is something that I've done for like forever, is like try to find a tiki bar when I go to a place. Like everywhere has cool tiki bars, except for here, of course.
Except for where we live.
Where we live has
currently.
no tiki bars. So I always try to find a cool tiki bar, check it out. And so I'm into that, but I just think these are a lot of fun. This one especially is... it's just really cool. I don't know. I love him. He's perfect. And the color blue is amazing.
Jeff has them all at his house, and sometimes he'll post on his Instagram. He's like, drinking a zombie out of this tiki mug. And then you know that he's just going to be late tomorrow, so you can take your time getting into the office.
Don't tell lies about me like that.
Just kidding. He does claim he makes a good zombie, so if you want his zombie recipe, just tweet at ThinkGeek, Jeff, give me the zombie.
Yep, and then I'll give you the PayPal account and I'll send you the recipe. That's how it works.
Yeah, okay.
It's a very good recipe.
It's very good. It's that good.
It is.
Okay, what is next?
What about your favorite book, Erin?
My favorite book? I've been a very bad literary scholar this year.
Mm-hmm.
Erin's personal New Year's resolution is read more books. I got a journal to keep track of all of the books I've read so I can hold myself accountable. I did not read that many this year. I currently am like 75% of the way through Name of the Wind, and I think that's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I just, when Holiday got crazy, I had to put it down very briefly. But Name of the Wind, Pat Rothfuss, it's part of the King Killer Chronicles. It's like, if you like Game of Thrones, it's high fantasy, magic, an unwitting hero, or unwilling hero, more like.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good. You should read it. I'm a bad book person. I did read a book when I joined Jeff's team that was like, Ogilvy on advertising. So if you want to know about marketing, that's the book I read also.
I didn't read a whole lot of stuff that came out in 2017.
We're bad book people.
Oh, I read a bunch of books, but a lot of them didn't come out in 2017. I have been really enjoying Saga, which is a comic.
Well, okay, yeah, I didn't know we could pick comics.
You literally wrote this card that's got my Saga on it, Erin.
Yeah,
I mean, you knew.
When I picked mine, I didn't know.
It seems like you could just make the rules. But hey, I picked Saga as my favorite from 2017, which has been an ongoing comic. The story has been great this year. There's a new collected trade that's actually coming out in January, which I'm pretty excited about. Mm-hmm. And then I also reread Not from 2017, which is one of my favorite collections of books, is the Sprawl trilogy by William Gibson. So
what is it about?
It's about cyberpunks in the computers.
That is your favorite.
Yeah, so it's
Is that one of the ones that Netflix is making into a TV show, or is that not
have not heard.
Okay. We talked about on the show there were like three like
it could
sci-fi
I can't
books.
remember at this point now. So it's Neuromancer, Count Zero, and Mona Lisa Overdrive are the three books in that trilogy. Neuromancer probably being the most famous of all of them, but they're all very, very good. And if you have an interest in sort of like I don't know, classic seems like a terrible word to apply to this, but classic sci-fi.
Classic cyberpunk.
Classic
Those
sci-fi
classic
cyberpunk.
cyberpunks you read.
I mean,
in
it's from the early '80s, right? So it's not
I don't
it's not
believe
a brand
the
new
80s
one.
existed.
Okay. You'll see Ready Player One soon, and then you'll learn about that.
That's true.
That'll be your history.
That'll be my history.
So that was it.
Jeffrey, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What was your favorite meme of 2017?
My favorite meme of 2017 was the roll safe meme, which is the fellow doing, and you get the you get witty sayings, like can't be late if you don't show up.
If you're late, don't rush. You can't be late twice.
Yeah, his expression was just.
It's very good.
It's very good, and I thought that a lot of the applications of that meme were spot on. You?
Obviously my favorite meme is the Snapchat hot dog boy. I love the Snapchat hot dog boy. I don't know why Snapchat was like, what do we need? A break-dancing hot dog in our Snapchat filter? And everyone was like, yes, of course, that sounds good, checks all the boxes. But he was there, and he existed, and you could take a picture with him, and he was next to you, or you could put him on your bed, and you could spin him around. And then also, we do use Bitmojis a lot in our office chats, and for some reason, Snapchat and Bitmoji communicated, and the hot dog boy showed up in my Bitmojis. And there's one where, like, your dude's asleep, my little girl's asleep, and the hot dog boy is just standing over the Bitmoji, and it's like, sweet dreams.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's so good.
It's pretty good.
I love him.
Let's take a look down at chat and see what people have said. So we've
Tell me all about this.
We've been talking about video games and ThinkGeek products and books. Let's see. We've got some call-outs for the Tauntaun. Yes, Alex says, I so want that Porg plush.
Yes, he's good.
Are we sold out of Porg plushes?
No, this morning we still had some.
Okay.
And I think we have more coming in.
There are more coming, but it's going to be a while, from what I've heard.
Yeah.
If you want our animatronic Porg plush, you can order him from the website.
Monster Hunter was a good game.
Paul has a call out for Glasgow, Scotland, with a great tiki bar.
Oh, okay.
Be right over.
Can we go to Scotland?
I mean, I think we could.
You heard it here first. We're going to Scotland. The favorite ThinkGeek product is the Shark Attack Bowl. That is a very good one.
Yep, it is a good one.
Alex says the Ray backpack. I love that one.
Yeah, some other folks who know about Saga and the Gibson trilogy, people who do recognize the 80s as having existed.
I don't. If I wasn't alive for them, I don't.
It's not real. I made up.
I cannot prove they exist.
You can't independently verify it?
Yeah.
Data? Okay, I got you. No comments on favorite meme that I've seen yet, but would love to see. Would love to see your favorite memes. I also really did like the dude blinking with that expression that I definitely couldn't replicate ever. He just looks so
shocked,
dumbfounded in the best way. It's just like. It's this perfect moment.
Hold on. Can we do it together? Perfect.
Favorite Timmys. We got favorite Timmys?
Yes, we have favorite Timmys. Okay, so my favorite Timmy actually isn't in the room right now. Apparently, he mysteriously disappeared, and no one knows where he came from or where he went. But you've heard of Elf on the Shelf. Now get ready for Monkey Acting Spunky.
Mm-hmm.
So our internal party planning committee, we call it the WTF committee, the What the Fun committee.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not swearing, see?
I know, it's good.
We call it the What the Fun committee. Someone on that committee decided that instead of Elf on the Shelf, we were going to do our own ThinkGeek version, and so they had this Timmy dressed in a very cute holiday sweater, and he had a little Santa hat, and they took pictures of him around the office and sent them out from an unlisted email address or a monkey acting spunky email address somewhere. Yeah. They sent them out to everyone in the office being like, what's Timmy up to now? And he got in a fight with a wampa, and he drank a lot of root beer at the holiday party, and he brought in candy canes on the first day, which was a nice thing, yeah. And then he slowly got a little more spunky.
Yeah.
So to represent, I got IKEA monkey because I don't know where he disappeared into the night, and I can't know where he is. So IKEA monkey in a coat instead of a sweater.
Mine is Armor Timmy. So our fans make us Timmy outfits, and we've gotten chainmail Timmys before, but we have a scale mail Timmy that is like a full suit of real actual scale mail. It's very good.
It's so good.
I love that the
T-shirt?
little helm here has been turned in, or his T-shirt that he comes with has been turned into part of his helm. This is a superb Timmy, and it lives on my desk.
Yeah, normally when you guys send us Timmys, we have a big collection,
Yeah.
a large shelf where they all live and they all
Not
frolic
this one.
together.
This one's mine.
We made the mistake of opening the box in Jeff's office, and the Timmy has never left that office.
Well, he did come to trade shows.
Yeah,
so I
Jeff
look,
takes him back to his hotel room.
I do let Timmy do the thing that he's supposed to do, which is go places where he's supposed to be and represent things. But then he lives in my office other times. Yeah,
sits in your shark bowl.
He does sit in my shark bowl. Very good. Okay. What's your favorite TG video?
Okay. Of this year.
This one.
Okay.
Right? It's this one right now.
Is this a ThinkGeek video?
There's a video.
Can I count all of ThinkGeek this week as one video?
Look,
I'm just kidding. That's not my favorite.
You can live your truth.
We know my favorite.
What is it?
My favorite is the masterpiece of the finale of the Feisty Pet series. If you don't know, last year I think we got in our first Feisty Pet, and we made a fun video where you might recognize this face here. I see one in a pet store window and I buy it, and then I find out that he makes the scary face. So we got like Feisty Pet Boy here, and he's like sweet and nice, and then he makes an angry face. And so we made that video, and then we continued to get more Feisty Pets in, and the series evolved and improved, and it all led to this culmination of our exclusive Narwhal Feisty Pet, where using the Narwhal's power and blindfolding myself so I can't get scared from the Feisty Pets, I'm able to fight my way into ThinkGeek and maybe defeat the evil once and for all. It's unclear.
Who knows?
That's my favorite. It was really fun to film, and it was Andrew's like beautiful. There he is.
Piece de resistance.
His piece de resistance. His Ultra Magnus.
Yeah, his Ultra Magnus. Andrew, do you have a favorite video you've made this year?
Yeah,
I'm gonna put you on the spot for it. Do you have one?
I don't know if my mic is on.
You can just speak
just
loudly.
Talk real loud.
Shark Mug.
Shark Mug!
That's an excellent project.
I love the Shark.
The Shark Attack mug was very funny. We have a very good David Attenborough impersonator.
Yes.
I mean, it's really David Attenborough. That's
It's real. We got Sir David Attenborough under a pseudonym, which was Maximilian.
Yeah. That one was very fun.
Max.
Andrew is speaking to you directly, Max. If you're watching, he wants your voice. He's gonna call you. He needs to talk to you.
We'll put our people in touch with you. I think my favorite.
We did all the good ones because I'm in all, or I was involved in all of them.
So what was one that Aaron wasn't? There have been a lot of videos that I have enjoyed this year.
Great.
And you've named some of them
you have to
already.
pick one.
So I'm going to say the Kigurumi video
like
on the rope swing.
Yeah.
Just because of how completely absurd it was.
It's so weird.
It's very weird. At no point does it even begin to make sense.
No, we just got a bunch of Kigurumis in,
and put people on a rope swing.
Yeah, we got the hookup at Cox Farms.
This was Andrew's idea, and it was great, and I loved it. It was fun to do it. It was 654 degrees inside that Kigurumi that day. It was very warm. Well, it was warm outside. It was like 70 outside that day, and we were in Kigurumi swing on a rope swing.
And it's like 7 a.m. because we got there before the office opened.
It was brutal.
It was very warm.
But it was great.
It was very fun. As it turns out, holding onto a rope swing is harder than you think it would be.
Turns out.
So.
Yeah.
A lot of belly flops.
Yeah. Well, what's your favorite thing of what's your slurp of the year, Aaron?
My slurp of the year.
Just your slurp of the year.
No, you have to go first.
So
I have to think about mine.
You have to think about yours?
Yeah.
So Erin came into my office yesterday and she goes, "What's your slurp of the year?" And because I was feeling sassy, my slurp of the year that I told her was dabbing because it's the worst thing that I could think of at the time. But I want to be clear.
dabbed
You
for a
can't-
solid minute.
It was not a solid minute.
It was so long. My life flashed before my eyes. I thought I'd never
That's just
be
what
able to
happens
leave.
when you see somebody dab. It doesn't matter what it's like a dream. You know how
Yeah.
a dream takes like 10 seconds, but it feels like it takes 10 years?
Sure.
It's like Inception.
That's what happens when you dab.
It's what happens when you dab. But that was clearly the worst thing I could think of. I would have to say, I'm gonna say that my slurp of 2017 has been some of the cool new things that we have been able to do here.
Me too.
I think that we have tried to do a lot of fun new stuff here. I joined ThinkGeek in October of 2016.
He's a full year old.
I know I'm an infant now. So we started out trying to build some new stuff in marketing, and I think we have come a long way. It's been really exciting. I've liked working with my team. Aaron's on it. It's great.
That's me.
We've done some really cool stuff at events. If you've come to PAX or San Diego Comic-Con or anything, like you might have bumped into us. If you haven't bumped into us and you come to those, come say hi. We're there.
We
are personally there.
And not ThinkGeek. We will be there.
We will be there. And we roll around on the ground and sweat and build a booth, and it's fun.
Yeah.
It's good.
The Gashapon Gremlin, or what is it? Gamjabar?
Yeah, the Gamjabar Gremlin. And it's been really cool to build out more of the things that we're doing in marketing, and I've really enjoyed doing it and sharing it with everybody here.
You got real sappy.
I know. I get to do it once a year.
Who are you, Chris?
I get to have feelings one time a year.
Yeah.
And this
He's
is
a
my
robot
time.
with a quota he has to meet. He can only.
My
meet
firmware
one.
only accepts it the once a year. What about you?
I think it's you guys. Honestly, I've been at ThinkGeek for like 3 years, but on the marketing team for just about 1. And I love being over here because I get to talk to you guys more directly. We got to do ThinkGeek this week, so we can like sort of face to face. I feel like this is a more personal connection than like answering Twitter messages or whatever. Honestly, it's you guys. It's you guys being passionate about what you're passionate about and sharing with us what you love. Like introducing us to new stuff, like keeping us accountable and fair, and like keeping us to making us the best ThinkGeek we can be because of you. Like we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys and if it wasn't for the stuff we all love together. And this is my sappy, but I'm sappy all the time. I'll cry at anything.
Oh no! All right. Well, before that happens, we're gonna do rocket through mode.
We're gonna do lightning round. Do you want to see what anyone else is sappy about?
I've got here. So one is we've got going to Harry Potter Land for my birthday. That sounds like a great slurp of the year.
Oh.
I think that would be a lot of fun to do.
Jeff did aggressively dab. That's awesome.
I did
That's
aggressively
very
dab.
good,
It
yeah.
happens, sometimes
Take
that
us
happens.
with you to Harry Potter World. I went only once and before the second half of the park was open, so just like slide me a ticket and we'll be right there.
Faith says my slurp of the year is getting engaged to the most amazing guy ever. That's fantastic.
Congrats,
Congratulations.
Wow.
We have a great wish list feature on the site, so when you're building your registry,
Yeah.
just put all the things you want on it.
All right, so we're going to do lightning
round.
All right, so am I asking you these or am I answering these?
Oh, you can do either one.
Okay.
We could do both. We'll lightning it both.
Okay. Favorite color?
Of this year, millennial pink.
Millennial pink, is that a color?
Millennial pink.
Okay, mine is 0% transparency or 0% opacity black.
Ugh, you're the worst.
I know.
What's that one that's illegal for other people to use? I picked
Vanta
that
black.
one. Yeah, I picked that
Okay,
one. I
that's
changed my
mine.
mind.
There's also a Vanta pink, but it's not called Vanta pink. It's called something else pink. I don't know.
Yes, but
But
I
it's
like
the pinkest pink that ever could pink.
the pink one better because that was the response to one person
Yeah, that was
owning
that,
Vanta black.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
the
yes.
pink. I picked that pink. The pinkest pink to ever pink. Okay, Jeff, what was your favorite nap of 2017?
I don't think I've taken a nap in 2017. Aaron, I don't really nap.
Your favorite isn't when your 2-year-old is napping?
His
That's
nap.
the favorite nap.
I thought you meant my nap. Yeah, my favorite nap is when
It could be any nap.
when my smallest child beast is having a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah, yours?
All of them. Every
Yeah,
single
perfect,
nap
good.
I've taken this year has been the best.
Yeah.
I bought new flannel sheets, and for the winter time, those are the best naps.
Good.
You should always nap in flannel sheets.
Perfect.
Um,
What about your favorite dinosaur?
It's a pterodactyl, which I know isn't technically still a dinosaur. I think that's one of the ones that they've changed. It's always a pterodactyl, and it will always be a pterodactyl. Flying dinosaurs are the best dinosaurs.
Yeah, I mean that's a good call.
What's your favorite?
I'm gonna go old school because this has been my favorite dinosaur since I was a little kid. It's the Stegosaurus. He's
That's
great.
adorable.
When I was a little kid, I really
spikes.
liked. Yeah, I just thought he looked crazy and cool, and he had
Yeah.
spiky tail. I don't know. When I was a little kid, I think it's true of all little kids, but I really love dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And so Stegosaurus, there you have it.
When we were growing up, I have two sisters, and we had a bucket full of dinosaurs, but we
Yes.
didn't keep them in a bucket. We kept them in like a Fisher-Price shopping cart. So all of our dinosaurs were in the little shopping cart, and that's where we played dinosaurs. I don't know.
Got it.
Girls are weird.
Happens.
Kids are weird, I guess, in general. What's your favorite podcast of 2017?
My favorite podcast of 2017? You're such a troll. So the truth is that Aaron knows that I don't listen to podcasts.
I know.
So I did listen to the first original arc of the Adventure Zone, which was definitely not from 2017.
No,
it was
but
from...
it ended this year, or that balance arc ended this year.
So that's the only podcast that I listened to this year. So by virtue of that, it was my favorite. There's always a top product.
I've tricked Jeff into saying the Adventure Zone. I really just wanted to talk about it. Also, the Adventure Zone.
Hey, was your favorite
was
podcast
the
Adventure Zone?
It was the Adventure Zone.
Oh, okay.
The McElroy brothers play D&D with their dad, and it's hilarious and also has a lot of heart, and it's all about like found family, which is the trope that gets me the most. It's my favorite trope of 2017, found family.
Perfect. Hey, Aaron, what was your favorite cryptocurrency of 2017?
It was not Bitcoin. It was anything other than Bitcoin. I've made up one. I'm taking a different one. It's one that I made up. It's called Aaron Bucks.
Not Geeky Bucks?
It's Aaron Bucks. And that's my favorite cryptocurrency.
I would have definitely said Bitcoin until Bitcoin just like, I don't know what happened. Bitcoin did a thing yesterday. I don't know. We could talk about it for like...
We cannot.
How much time do we have, Aaron?
Illegal.
So, I think the most interesting Bitcoin was Bitcoin. Excuse me. The most interesting cryptocurrency for me, Ethereum.
Okay. Great.
Yep.
I just wanted to make fun of Jeff for liking Bitcoin again.
That's okay.
Sorry. What was your favorite con of 2017?
My favorite con of 2017.
When I scammed the queen out of her diamonds.
That was 2016. You're getting a little mixed up.
Sorry.
I would say my favorite con of this year, probably PAX West was my favorite this year. I think we did some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
And so I before I came to ThinkGeek, I worked in the video game industry for quite a while. And a lot of my friends from that world are sort of like West Coast, and they don't come to some of the East Coast shows. And so I got to see a lot of people I hadn't seen in a long time, and it was really great to see them again.
Yeah. I was going to say PAX West also. It was my first time going to PAX, and it was amazing. It was really fun. Everyone there loves games. I love games, and all the cons are fun because I get to hang out with the people that I work with who are also, I'm lucky enough to be their friend and them be my friend, so. All cons are good.
Aww.
I know. I'm sappy.
What was your favorite song of 2017?
Taylor Swift. Look what you made
That's
me
not
do.
a song. Oh, okay, now you added a song.
Look what you made me
I
do.
just thought you were stopping at Taylor Swift.
No.
I was like, that's a person, Aaron?
Technically, Spotify does like your 2017 roundup.
Yeah.
Technically, my most played song was Call Your Girlfriend by Robin, but that's not a song released this year. It was because this year I created a playlist of songs that get stuck in my head, and that was one of the songs on the playlist, so I clearly listened to that playlist a lot, so I could sing along to them in the car. Jeff, what's your favorite song?
My favorite song of 2017... Oh, man, I don't think I can pick a favorite song. I'll pick a favorite EP. It was Add Violence by Nine Inch Nails.
Wonderful.
It's in the totally opposite direction of Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was the Add Violence EP. It was good.
Great. And let's just end it with who's your favorite employee who reports to you?
Oh, that's real easy.
Mm-hmm.
That's Andrew.
Yeah.
Andrew doesn't report to you. You're cheating. I just want him to get.
It's my favorite employee who reports to me, who's sitting on this couch with me right now.
Who's your favorite
is
employee?
Aaron. I love all of my children equally. No,
it's a very good answer.
I'm
And I'm your favorite, and I'm getting a raise. And I'm getting a raise.
Is something going on there?
Favorite raise.
I'm pretty lucky. I run product marketing at ThinkGeek for anybody who may not have known that, and I have a really good team. Aaron and Bianca, and Colin, and everybody else who's part of it. I think has done. They really dug in hard and done some good stuff this year. So I got good folks.
My favorite employee who reports to me is Annabelle, and I love her.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, she's not creepy or anything at all.
At all. Let's check in with chat one more time, and then probably let's all go home and celebrate our holidays.
Yeah. Chat, let's see what we got. Favorite naps? Cat snapping with me. Patrick says Triceratops, another very strong contender. Triceratops is a very good. They're very good dinosaurs.
The Land Before Time series is very good. Or I thought so when I was a kid until I tried listening to it as an adult, and I said their voices are very high pitched.
CryptoKitties, that's a good one. Dogecoin, not really 2017, but I did enjoy it. To the moon. My favorite con, Tara says, was Worldcon 75 in Helsinki. That's cool.
Fun, yeah. Let's go to Helsinki.
I love hearing about the events and the cons and the things that are put on outside of the U.S. I used to get to go to some of them, and Gamescom is crazy because it's so big, but it's so different feeling than anything that I've ever been to here in the U.S.
Where's Gamescom?
Germany.
Okay.
And yeah, I would love to go to check them all out. It's great. Faith says, I got to see Nine Inch Nails at Riot Fest this year. I am sure that was fantastic.
Good job,
They're
Faith.
Always great live.
You listen to the same band that Jeff does.
Yeah. But I think that's it for me, yeah?
That's sort of our wrap-up. Yeah, I thought we'd end with Slurp of the Year, but Jeff read my cards in the order I wrote them, so...
I did.
That was on me. Slurp of the Year.
I can read good.
You can. That was my fault. Didn't explain to him how I planned this. So, listen, we all make mistakes, and that's why 20 Great Teen is right around the corner. We're going to make it better, and stay positive, and we love you, and happy holidays to you from us at ThinkGeek.
We'll see you next year.